Okay, guys, this is the second video I made. First one froze up, quit. I don't know what happened. Weird, man. So, this is about Christ consciousness, another test dream I had. And in Christ consciousness, he's giving me tests, and when I pass them all, I move up to the next level. Okay? If you've been following my videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. So, you move up in Christ consciousness all the way to the 9th, and then you move into the light of Christ or whatever. And that's where I'm at. I just moved in like last month, 2 weeks ago or so, 4 weeks ago. So anyway, I'm still getting test dreams, which I asked, do I still go higher in the light? Found out yes. So this is 5th test dream I got last night. Now, before this dream happened, I was watching videos of how the I cult or I ideology that's coming into all the Commonwealth countries in Canada where I live, and they're shooting up, killing everybody, and they're not blaming, and the government's covering it up, all that stuff. I was watching that, and it really messed me up. And a lot of what they do is rape, gang rape, or stuff like that. Anyway, which leads me to the dream, which is the dream I had last night, because I was really upset about it, and I'm trying to understand it all. I can make another video about it later. But I was all upset. My innocence is screaming to Christ and everybody about what I'm watching and teaching them. I'm glad he knows, and he's upset. And everybody's upset. And it was all about rape. Like the I cult. The I cult ideology, whatever the fuck it is. I can't say the word or I'll get banned. So, here's the dream. And this is why I had the dream, from what I was watching before I went to bed. Okay? And here's the dream. So, I'm working somewhere. I don't know where it was. I'm working in a warehouse, and it's lunchtime. So I go between the building and the railroad tracks, and I go to the main line of the railroad tracks because I like to eat my lunch there and watch the trains go by, and I can film the trains. That's what I do on my lunch. And so the train goes by. I take some pictures of the graffiti and stuff because it's in the rust and weathering of the cars, because I do modeling and I copy what I see in real life. That's what I do in real life. So, and then I'm somewhere along the lines, I fall in a mud puddle on the side of the tracks. I trip and fall in a mud puddle, and my pants are all wet, and I'm like, oh no. So I know I got extra pants at work in a locker somewhere, but these are soaking wet, covered in mud and grease and railroad stuff. So I take my pants off, I take my shoes off, I take my pants off, I try to wash some of the gore out of them in a mud puddle, a cleaner mud puddle. And then I'm packing them up, and I'm thinking, well, how I gotta get back? I gotta get back. I'm already late. So I start walking back across this field, and I'm going alongside the train, and my boss is gonna give me shit, and I know it. And I got my wet pants over, and I'm wearing boxer shorts, my underwear, boxer shorts, and this is gonna be embarrassing. And as I'm approaching, I hear my boss go, "Where's Richard? That son of a bitch is late. Why is he late? He's never late." And I'm like, oh no, right. I come around the train car, I'm sorry I'm late. I'm like, I got a very good excuse. So I fell in a mud puddle, and I can see a bunch of people standing around my boss. And I fell in a mud puddle, I had to change my pants and wash them, and I have to go get more, and this happened, and that happened, and whatever. And then I walk up, and there's a guy standing there in a robe with a bunch of people around him. And I think it was my wife and kids in real life, but on the other side. But they were in the dream too. And I think the guy in the robe was Christ, I'm pretty sure it was. And he goes, and I go, as I'm walking past, he goes, "Richard." And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, goes, we got a problem. I go, what? He goes, you are being accused. And I'm like, accused of what? He goes, you're being accused of rape. Raping a woman. And I went, oh, fuck. And immediately I felt attacked, right? And I'm thinking, oh, Christ. So this is one of these people that make, I'm thinking it's one of these people that will accuse you just out of revenge or spite. I've had it happen to me before. And so all of a sudden I feel like that. I feel like I'm being attacked out of spite. Because I've never raped anyone, right? And I know it in the dream. And I'm like, who is he? He goes, don't worry about that. And I'm like, oh, come on, right? Because you're being accused of rape. And he goes, what say you? Or he goes, what? How do you plead? Or something like that. And I go, I'm shaking my head. And I'm thinking, so I looked, I go, well, I ain't raped no one. So I looked him right in the eye and stood there straight tall. Opened my heart. I opened my heart. I remember opening my heart. And I said, I've never, ever raped anyone. And I said it. And I looked him right in the eye. My heart opened. And I go, and that is final. Done. And I said, see ya. And I walked away, going back to work. And then I woke up. And I passed. Immediately, as soon as I woke up, Chris goes, you passed. That was a test dream. You passed. And I'm like, and everybody says I passed, right? My wife says I passed. The kids say I passed. And I'm like, and I remember automatically having this feeling of being accused and of rape ever since Christ number 1, way down 5 years ago. Every level I had this dream. And I go, dude, I go, for Christ's sake, you're making me feel like shit again. I hate this feeling. I gotta carry it around all day until it goes away. He goes, well, that's up to you. And I'm like, yeah, well, make it go away, because I don't want to carry this feeling around all day. It makes me feel like a shit. And the feeling is, you've been accused of rape, you didn't do it, and you're being sent to jail. That's what the feeling is, all day long. Feel like shit. And it's a trauma. Like, it was fucking scary in the fucking dream. Like, my words ain't doing justice to the feeling you get. You're condemned for no reason because some little psychopath accuses you. And I go, well, it's nice that you can say you passed the test and I didn't do anything wrong. Oh, that's all nice. But guess what? In reality, I'd be in fucking jail for 5 fucking years. Because no one's going to believe me. They're going to believe a little kid. Or whoever's accusing me. Right? Unfucking-believable. And I go, why don't you put that in the fucking equation? And I go, I've had this dream 100 times. Why are you even bothering with it again? Why are you even doing it again? Why are you doing it? Why are you giving me this dream again? I passed it 1,000 times and you're giving it to me again? And he goes, it's not about, he goes, the dream is called, this is a standard for everybody. He goes, the dream is called, you stand accused. That's the name of the dream. That's the name of the program they give you to test you. You stand accused. That's the name of the dream. That's the name of the program of Christ. He gives you the dream and he tests you in it. All these tester dreams have names. I forget them. But this one I remember, and it was called You Stand Accused. And so I passed. And I go, oh, why do you even give me this? You know, I passed it 100 times. He goes, we wanted to see your integrity. I go, what do you mean, my integrity? What? You want me to see if I'm going to blow a fucking crowbar on my ass and go nuts because I'm about to? And he goes, no, we just wanted to see how you'd react. And I go, well, and he goes, you were perfect. You stood your ground, you looked me right in the eye, you opened your heart, and you said, I've never raped anyone, period. That's it. And I'm like, yeah, I said it 100 times. He goes, we wanted to see your integrity. I go, well, why don't you see my integrity for the last 5 times? But I guess there was a difference from the last 5 times up until this time. So maybe he's seeing how I react and learn over time. I don't know. I'm guessing that's what it is, right? But anyway, that's the dream. Holy smokes. That's the dream. That's the test Christ gives you. That's one of them. And another thing I learned. I'm going to make a video about this, but I just want to make it here so I can remember to bring it up in the next video when I make it, which I don't know what I'm going to make. I'm really tired right now. But it's about the ego never wins over Christ. You'll never win in your ego. When you're dealing with Christ in the ego, and you know you're talking to Christ in a dream, and your ego and your daily waking, like I do, sometimes, like it's hard to do when you're awake. But when you're talking in your ego to Christ, you can't win. You never win. And that's what I'm going to try to get. And it's about healing me. I want to be healed, right? And there's a way Christ can heal me, but he won't. And it's pissing me off. And I figured out for myself. It's because I'm challenging him in my ego. I'm asking him from my ego. I'm asking him to help me from my ego, and he won't fucking help. Why is that? Because you're not asking him from the heart. But I'm so frustrated in my ego. I'm so mad. I'm pissed off. This is for another video. But this is why he don't help me. He lets me suffer. He can go away in a minute. But it's how I ask. I'm asking from my ego's perspective. And he don't want that. He wants me to learn to ask from my Christ, my heart, my inner light. But it's really hard to do when you're wrapped up in ego and pain and you want to fucking stick a hot knife in your ear because they won't shut up. And this is for another video and I'll explain. I'm just putting it in this one so I don't forget, so I can make it. So just remember, the ego has nothing to say. You gotta be one with yourself when you ask Christ. And that's another point I want to make out. So just remember that. So if you're asking Christ for help, ask from your heart, ask from your brain, and say it out loud as best you can. Which I forget to do when I'm in pain. When I'm in pain and the energy's in my ear and the screaming and yelling and everything and I'm pissed off, it's hard to do. Really fucking hard. I mean, it drives you to the brink. The brink. Oh, God. Drives you to the brink. And I can't make this video right now, but I'll make it soon. Okay, later, guys.